विभं विश्वनाथं प्रभुं प्रणमामि जगन्नाथनाथं सदानन्दभाजं भवद्
Hi friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. So we will continue our discussion around different major arcana cards. The card which we are going to discuss today is the card number 10 in the major arcana card series, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And we will have a discussion on the same 4 parameters. First, we will try to understand this illustration, this design. Each element of this design would connect with someone on a different level, might carry a solution to your current dilemma, current confusion which you are going through, because these elements, these designs are the treasure house, are the combination of all the mysteries, philosophies, different religion, different mystic sciences ever been known to humankind. Then we will try to understand the divinatory meaning of this card. We'll also have a discussion on what would remain to be the case if this card will come out to be reversed in your reading, because in tarot readings the reversed card has got entirely different meaning as compared to its upright position. And last would remain to be the real life situation where this card can be fitted in the real life of the people. So let's just start our discussion with a quick recap of all what we have studied so far. We have already discussed that tarot is basically used for doing a character analysis, to get a glimpse of the future, to get a solution to your immediate problems, immediate confusions, turmoils which you are going through, and to increase, to elevate your meditative, your spiritual state. When it comes to understanding these particular tarot cards which we are following in this series, so I'm following the Rider-Waite tarot cards, because there are different pack of tarot cards which are available in the market, which which are being practiced by different tarot lovers, tarot readers. So these Rider-Waite tarot cards are the most popular ones and the most recommended one for the beginners. And these Rider-Waite tarot cards were produced in the year 1910 by the famous occultist author Edward Waite, and on whose instruction the illustrator Pamela Colman Smith, she developed these tarot cards. So these tarot cards can be divided into 2 chunks, the major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards. Arcana is a Latin word which means secret. So these major arcana cards are 22 in numbers. They carry more weightage as compared to the minor arcana cards. They tell about more impactful and more long lasting events. So any point of time, if major arcana card has come into your reading, it means that particular aspect and situation and the question needs to be taken with lots of seriousness. So when it comes to understanding these 22 cards, so there is one unnumbered card which is known as the Fool, and the rest of the 21 numbered cards. So it has been believed that it's the Fool which is the manifestation and the representation, the symbol of the soul. So it's the soul only, the Fool only, which is on the journey of life, and these are the 21 experiences which he's facing and going through. He's going through hopes, joys, sorrows, which all of us goes through in this incarnation, in this life. So before attaining the fulfillment in the final card. So let's just start our discussion. In the previous cards we have already discussed that the Fool card, which is the keyword which describes the Fool, is the beginning. The Magician card can be described as the action. Then the High Priestess card is all about being receptive to the influences, spiritual enlightenment, inner illumination. Then comes the Empress card. Empress card is all about the wealth, amenities, luxury, fertility. Emperor card is about the authority. Then comes the Hierophant card, which is about the conventions, custom, creed, religion, orthodox beliefs. Lovers is the next card, which is about the relationship, sexuality. Then comes the Chariot card, which is all about the triumph, victory. Then comes the Strength card, which is all about being humanitarianism, benevolence, spiritual power over the material power. And the last card which we have just discussed was the Hermit card, which is about the guidance, search, exploration. So now the Fool in his journey has reached the Wheel of Fortune. So first we will try to understand this illustration, that what all can be interpreted by looking at this card, this illustration, this design. So as you can see, this is the very first card, and amongst few cards where you will not find any human image as a close central figure. So why is it so? We'll just get to know in a couple of minutes once we'll start discussing this design. So when it comes to understanding this design, so first you'll see this kind of snake coming down. So this snake is the symbol of the Egyptian god of evil, which is known as the typhoon. and this jackal shaped creature which is heading upwards. So this is is considered as the the Egyptian god Hermes Anubis, which represents intelligence. So what we can see from is that the the evil is descending and the intelligence is ascending. Then when it comes to understanding these three wheels, so they represent the same three patterns which we have discussed in the Hierophant card. So the inner circle can be seen as the the creative energy, then the outer circle can be, the middle circle can be seen as the formative energy, and the outermost can be seen as the material energy. So like the way body, mind, soul, conscious, subconscious and the superconscious. So this can be looked at from that perspective. These 8 spokes, they represent the universal radiant energy. And when it comes to understanding these esoteric creatures, so you can look at it from that perspective that they are the same, they represent the fixed zodiac signs, because I have already explained to people that these illustrations are the treasure house. You might even find the hint of astrology, Kabbalah, numerology. You'll find a combination of all those esoteric sciences in these illustrations. So this can be seen as a bull, Taurus, which is a fixed sign. Then comes the Leo, which is again a fixed sign. Then we have a Scorpio, fixed sign, and the man as a representation of the Aquarius, which is also a fixed sign. So what we can interpret from this, that these fixed signs are representing the destiny, which can be looked at from this perspective that it is fixed. But the man, due to his own karmas, by descending the evil and ascending his intelligence, can rotate the wheel of his fortune. So this can be interpreted from this figure. And even this esoteric symbol, if you will just calculate and sum down the numbers, which will come down to be 26, which is the number of the Jehovah, the IHVH, the it's a very it's a very divine number. It's a very divine figure, which has even got its mention in the Bible. The Ezekiel 1:10, and in the Revelation 4:7, you'll find the mention of the 26th number, the Jehovah. So we have discussed this illustration, that what we can get to know from this illustration. Now when it comes to understanding its divinatory meaning, so this card just tells about change of fortune, change of luck, sudden unexpected turn of events in the favor of the querent. So let's say, for example, if someone who has come to you and he is going through all kind of troubles, all kind of turmoils, the appearance of this card would indicate that there remains to be sudden hope of realization, sudden help which can come into the way of the person. And if the person who is going through all these kind of problems, if he'll just step back and have a broader look of the whole perspective, he might take out some some epiphany, some realization, or some opportunity out of that impasse situation in which he is in. So this is what we can see. This card in upright position just tells about success, fortune, good wealth, and all kind of good events which we can foresee, and there remains to be chances that those events would happen to be in a very sudden way. Then when it comes to understanding the meaning of this card in a reversed formation, so in a reverse formation, this just tells about setbacks, failures. The person, the querent who has come to you for a reading, so he'll he'll reap same fruits what he has sown. So this is all what we can see, because it's a very power weight card, and in a reverse formation, and let's say in the reading, if it has been surrounded this in a reverse formation with other negative cards, this can cause havoc in the life of the person. So I have already explained that the real life meaning of this card is that all those cases where you want to have the the touch of the divine, the luck to play a role in your life, sudden realization, sudden help which can come either from your known person or from unknown directions. So this all can be expected, this all can be foreseen. In an upright position, if this card has come, this can be a great relief for someone who is already going through lots of troubles. So this was my view on this Wheel of Fortune card. For further more updates and notification on tarot, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.
चिदानन्दरूपा शिवोऽहं शिव